everybody, it is Miss Parrott once again with video number 3 coming from my living room. This is the place where I watch TV, read a book, or have a cat on my lap when she's not angry. Also have been doing some sketching, and so you can see next to me I have this teapot on the mantle, and I did a little charcoal sketch. So I'm just trying it out, and hopefully you're trying some things out too. Today I want to focus on the outsiders, but before I do, I just want to mention that the novel project and the America's Timebook, those 2 items need to be submitted, because starting on Monday, I am going to start giving you feedback, comments on your document, and that way we can start to have an exchange of talking about your skills and your academics. So please have the novel project, just the written aspect I need to see, and the time book, and it doesn't matter that the time book isn't put together in the book, I just need to see the writing aspect of it. So even if you printed it out or turned it in at school, if you could just double check to make sure that you submitted both of those documents on Google Classroom, that would be much appreciated, and then we can start talking with each other on your documents about your writing. All right, so, I do want to also mention that this is week 1. So the last video, video 2, we talked about backwards planning, and this week you should be focused on 3 items. One was the outsiders, chapter 1. The next thing was your persuasive topic, coming up with your topic for your paper. And then the third one was to focus on your medieval Europe time book, just one option. So one of those items was the outsiders. So we're going to take it over. I'm going to sit down over here because I want to show you just a couple things to help you as you're starting the book, or even if you are into the book and making great progress, these things could still help you. Okay, so there are a lot of characters in the book. You're probably realizing this early on. And it may be difficult to sort all these characters out. And so one thing that I like to do is to create a graphic organizer to help me think clearly and organize all the different characters in the book. So for this one, I just created a simple T-chart of the 2 major groups in the book, the greasers and the socius. And side note, it is pronounced socias, not socks. So just keep that in the back of your head. So when you're doing the T-chart, you can list the character names on either side for which group they are in. But I also like to make little notes for each character, like what the personality is, maybe what they look like. I also like to kind of make little notes of how they're related to other characters in the book, or how they're related to the main character. What events have they been involved in, or major actions that they've done. So this would be very helpful if you're getting confused about, okay, is that a greaser or a soc? How are they related to Ponyboy? What's going on here? So if you're having difficulty picturing the characters and how everyone's related, this might be a helpful tool. So I highly recommend that you do this. And doing this will help you with the recorder questions. So there is one question I want to look at in particular, but before we do that, there's been a lot of questions coming to me about the novel study. And, oh, I have a visitor. Hey, Audrey, you want to come say hi? Oh, no, don't growl at me. Okay, well, that didn't work out. Anyway, so the questions that have come up are, what do I do? We don't have groups, so how do we complete all this stuff? You are only responsible for 3 things: to read the book, to complete the vocabulary and the recorder questions on a Google Doc that you submit in Google Classroom. The questions that you answer, they should be typed in complete sentences. You don't have to type the question, but you do need to type your answers in complete sentences. You do not need quotes or page numbers to support your answers. You only need your own responses. Okay, so hope that clears everything up. The question I wanted to focus on is number 8 for chapters 1 and 2. So it asks you about the major conflict that you think that will come up. So this is a prediction question, and it'd be helpful to have your T-chart of the greasers and the socias, because then you can look at the group dynamics and the personalities and make an educated guess as to what the next conflict is going to be. I want to know who you think will be involved and why, and also give reasoning as to what kind of conflict it's going to be. What is it going to look like? So when you answer this question, you should have about 3 or 4 sentences, because you're going to give me a lot of detail about what you think that next conflict is going to look like, as far as the people involved and what it's going to look like and why. So I hope that is helpful. Please keep emailing me your questions to kparrott@pps.net. I will also keep you updated if anything changes as far as the district or any news to share with you. And I still miss all of you, and I've been enjoying emailing you and seeing your comments on YouTube. So please take care, and I will see you in video 4 in just a few days. Bye!